Welcome, friends, to the Woodland Stamper channel. I'm so glad you can come back and take a look at what we're going to make today. I'm just going to adjust my camera just for a second here. Make sure everything is in view. There you go. Okay, if you're wondering what this host code is, if you order anything from the Stampin' Up catalogs, the host code is there. You can include that on your order, and then I'll send you a free thank you gift for doing that. First of all, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Diane. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. I've been doing this 17 years, but I just started doing the YouTubes this year. So I want to cover some housekeeping notes before we get started. We're going to make a really cute treat box that you can use for the fall or any time of year, really. So first of all, I want to remind you about bonus days. Those of you who ordered last month, you were given a bonus day coupon that you could use this month up till August 31st. So don't forget to use those. I believe tomorrow is the last day, or today. Is today the 31st already? Oh my goodness. I think tomorrow is the 1st of September. Right, so today's the last day to use those. Don't forget. Now, if you're interested in becoming a demonstrator and you would receive the Stampin' Up discount on all your orders, well, they have a special promotion from September 1st through the 30th. And I'll talk more about that in the next few days coming up on my next videos. But normally when you sign up, it's $99 and you get to pick $125 of Stampin' Up products, anything you want. And as an incentive in September, they're going to add on 2 free stamp sets, the rhinestones, and 2 packages of card kits. So let me show you what that would be. The one card kit is the Granny Apple Green, and that would be this one right here, and the other one is the Coastal Cabana. So those are your base colors, and everything's going to be included, I believe, for 8 cards. And let me show you those stamp sets that you're going to be getting. The one is the Queen Anne's Lace, and I did bookmark my pages here. So here it is right here. It's a $17 stamp set. So it's this one right here. And I think you get 8 stamps. Yep, photopolymer stamps. So they're the clear see-through stamps. They make it great. So this is your 2-step stamping. You would stamp this in your base color, and then in your flower color you would stamp right over with this stamp. It's so pretty, and look at all the word sentiments you get. That is a great value. So you're going to get that for free. And then the other stamp set is So Much Love. Let's see where that one is. This one is a $20 stamp set. It includes 6 stamps, So Much Love, and it's an outline stamp set. So that makes it great for coloring with our watercolor pencils or our markers, and best of all, our blends. You can blend the colors with 2 or 3 different shades, like this is done here in the sample. So that is a $20 value. And then you're going to get the rhinestones. Let's see where those are. The rhinestones are right here. And they are a $5 value. So it's over $40 worth of merchandise that you're getting. And you get 140 rhinestones combined in 2 different sizes. And you always need a little spot of glitter on your projects, right? Okay, and don't forget, starting also September 1st, let me turn to that page, you are able to order for the first time our Stampin' Up Cut and Emboss Machine. and it is wonderful. It cuts everything perfectly. So if you don't have a die cutting machine yet, or yours is worn out, this is your time. Starting tomorrow, you can order this, and you can use my host code and get a free gift from me. So let's see, let's get started with our project today. I'm featuring, well, let me get my catalog back out, because I'm featuring these little clear acetate boxes. And let me get the page of that so I can show you that product. Let's see, I have it marked here. I thought I had it marked. Let's try this one. No, let's try this one. You know what? I thought I had it marked. Oh, I do. It's down at the bottom. Okay. So, what is it? It's on page 152 of the main catalog, the clear tiny treat boxes. And they are food safe, so like if you want to put M&Ms in there, peanut M&Ms, you can, marshmallows, anything. So they measure 2 by 2 by 2, so it's a 2-inch cube, and it's clear acetate. And you do get, how many do you get in there? Let's see. 16 boxes for $7.50. So what a deal. It makes a great treat package. So I'm going to take, it has some clear plastic on it, so you want to take that off. That covers it to keep your box really nice and not scratched at all. And it's already cut and scored. So you want to fold it on all those score lines, okay? So it makes putting the box together easier. So I'm just taking my fingers. I don't even really need my bone folder. I'm just bending those score lines, folding it on the score lines just so my box will go together a little nicer. So get that all put together. Okay, now I'm going to put the bottom together first. And I always have to take a little minute to figure it out. Okay, so I want the 2 smaller flaps in first, then that bigger one with the mouth in the middle next, and then this piece with just your tab, that is going to go right in here. So now my bottom is all together. I'm just going to go over to my other side of the table and make sure I am recording. I am. Yay! I always have to check that because once in a while it'll just stop on me. I think that's if I touch it, like the leg of the tripod. But okay, so now that is going to fold together. And I can close it just like that. So you have a cute 2-inch by 2-inch cube. So I was able to get some of the Halloween candy at the store the other week. So I picked some peanut M&Ms. It's a little big for this box, but it fits. Then I got a Mounds, the dark chocolate, and that fit right in there. And then I got the Hershey miniatures, and this is the dark chocolate peanut, and that fit in there. So look at, I got 3 pieces, good sized pieces of candy in there. But it'll fit a lot of different stuff. And now we're going to use the Gilded Autumn Designer Series paper, and I will show you that in the catalog so you know what I'm talking about. It's a 12 by 12 inch sheet that you get 12 sheets in the package, and it's on page 45 of the mini catalog, and this is the product right here, the Gilded Autumn Specialty Designer Series paper. And a lot of it has, where is it, the copper foil and gold foil on the designs. And you could see the piece we're using, it has this pretty pattern on one side, but the other side, it has the leaves, the acorns, and this is all in gold and copper foil. And if you get the, I have this on order, I don't have it yet. It's on its way to me. The Beautiful Autumn stamp set with the punches, the Autumn Punch Pack. I bought it as a bundle, so I saved 10%. And these punches will punch out these leaves and acorns on the paper. So you get a maple leaf, an oak leaf, and the acorn. So I can't wait to get those and play with them. And the other product we're using today is the bundle. Let's see, it's called the Gather Together Bundle. So it's this stamp set right here, Gather Together. And they are the clear acetate stamps. And then, I should have opened this up ahead of time, but these are the dies that go with it. They're right here, and I'll show you. Just get this opened up. Here we go. And this is called the Gathered Leaves dies. And if you buy this as a bundle, you get 10% off. So you get the outline for the pumpkin. You get the 2 pumpkins. That's a die right there. And what else do you get? No, I think you get 2 of the pumpkins. Yeah, so you could stamp this twice, and you have 2 dies for that. And then you get the outline leaf, and then 3 other leaves right here. And I'll show you how you use those. So I'll leave the dies right there. So we have our box. Now this piece of designer series paper is cut at 9 inches by 2 3/4, because my box is 2 inches wide, so I just wanted it to cover mostly but not completely the 2 inches. So I've got the top of my box here. I want the bottom, and I've already put my score and tear tape on the bottom, 2 pieces right near the edge. So I'm going to start with that because I want it to end up right there. And remember, that's the bottom of the box. This is the top with the notch where you open it. And I'm going to wrap this around nice and snug. I don't even have to score it. Just wrap it around snug. So my flap with the tape is going to be on the outside. So I'm going to pull that nice and tight. And before I do that, I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to loosen that tear and tape, okay, the flaps on it. Peel it up, the protective cover. There we go. So, okay, I got that pulled up. So I'm going to pull this nice and snug. And I'm going to pull those right off. I don't need them on. But be careful, don't lay it down until you're ready, and line it up. Line it up here. Let's see, I want to straighten it. There we go. And then I'm going to pull it tight, and I'm going to line the edges up and give it a good press. Perfect, okay? So now my little, what do we call these? My band, my belly band. They call them a belly band because they go around the middle of a project. But now when you open this, all you're going to do is slide this belly band off, and then you can slide it back on, okay? And you never have to tear it or anything. So what else am I using here? I grabbed my in color ribbon, and this is called, where's the name of it? The 2022 in color ribbon, and it's the Cinnamon Cider. So that's the ribbon I used right there. So I cut a piece, and let's see how long that was. And you know, I do have a ruler right here. Yep. Let me see. So I used about 13 inches. I cut a piece 13 inches long. Okay, and then we're going to tie that. But before I do, I'm going to set it aside here, because we're going to stamp a little tag that's going to go with that. So I used my Cajun Craze, and you know what? I do not have all my supplies here. I thought I did. I have to go grab a block, because we're going to use this cute little pumpkin. So if you hold on just 1 second, I'm going to go downstairs and grab a block. Okay, I'm back. I'm so sorry. I could have sworn I had everything I needed, but you know what? I just didn't figure it out that I needed a little bit more. Okay, so, and this is a generic block. It's not the Stampin' Up one because I just grabbed the first one I could. And this, I thought was big enough. It's not. I didn't even grab a big enough scrap paper. What I'm stamping on is the Very Vanilla. So I'm just cleaning off my stamp real quickly because I don't want that color to stay on there. So we'll clean that, and I'm just using some water on a paper towel. Okay, so I've got that. I'm going to shut that up now. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to let that dry a little bit, okay? I'm going to show you how I did the leaves. So I took my small leaf right here, and what color did I use? I used the Mint Macaron. And again, I'm using the Very Vanilla cardstock on all of this. So this is how it came out. I'm going to show you how I got that. So I took my my die, and you see it when you run it through, when you put it on your cardstock and you run it through your Cut Emboss machine, it embosses it and cuts it out at the same time. And what I mean by that, I don't know if you could see it, but it's embossed. Like the Very Vanilla is raised up, and the Mint Macaron is the depressed part of the cardstock. So how I got the color in there, I just took my die, I set it on my ink pad, and I tap, tap, tap. I'm not going to do it because I am going to get my fingers all inky when I do it. And when you run it through your die machine, what I did was, because I had ink on the die, I put just a thin sheet of paper on top, a small piece, and then ran it through so I wouldn't get ink on my cutting pads. So that's what you do. You ink it up, tap, 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 then you lay it down there and don't move it once it's down, and you send it through your cutting machine. So we're going to close that up. And then when it cuts it out, you end up with a piece like that. So let me put that back. And I think that's the only piece I used from there. So then, so after you stamp this, you're going to run it through your die machine, and I'll show you which one you're going to use. See, I thought we were done using that, but you're going to put your die right on top of the pumpkin, and I use a little piece of washi tape just to hold my die in place so it doesn't shift on me. And so you run that through your machine, and you end up with a piece like that. Okay, magic. I did that ahead of time. Now, so now I have this piece, I have my box over here. I'm going to show you how I colored this in, okay? I have sponge daubers, and they're in the catalog too. And I put little labels on them. You know the address labels you get sheets of? Well, I get that, the thinner labels, the smaller ones, and sometimes I cut them. Yep, I cut this one in half, and I write down the name of ink I used on the dauber. So then I always have a dauber to go with that certain color ink, because there are some colors I use all the time. So I use my pumpkin pie, and I'll show you how I did that. So here's my little die cut piece. Now I tap it on there, and I'm going to do it on scrap paper. See how I get that heavy circle as soon as I put it down? And then it softens. Well, I just want the softer look. So I'll tap it off on my paper, my scrap paper, and then do it in circles on my die cut. And you keep doing it until you get the color you like, okay? And I believe I have it right there. Okay, so I'm gonna close that one up. And then I took my crumb cake, and I have my crumb cake dauber. Tap, tap, tap. Now this one, I just want to tap it on the side, and I'm just going to brush with the edge of the dauber the ink onto the stem, okay? And that is all. So easy to color with sponge daubers in your ink pads. So there you have it. So I started out with that, and I ended up with that. And I did one ahead of time just in case, but you know what? They both look great. So we're going to put these aside. So now we have this piece. And what's next? Well, you saw the other side of this paper. It had the bronze and the gold embossed leaves. Well, I took my stitched shapes dies. Okay, we sell that also. And I believe it's the smallest one I took. So it's 1 inch and 3/8. And it cut a circle out that's 1 inch and 3/8, but it left a stitch circle on the inside around the edge of the circle. It's very pretty. So then I just arranged my elements on that tag. So I'm going to do that now. What I did, I'm going to take my scissors and get my glue dot. So I took our glue dots, I got it right here, and I just arranged it how I'd like it to show up on that tag. Just like that is good. So then I'm going to put this glue dot right in the corner of the pumpkin, and he's going to go, let's see if I could do it, pick it up and do it, right there. Oops, I want a little more of the leaf to show. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Now, do you think I had that? No, I want to get a dimensional now. Hold on 1 second, because I didn't get that either. And I'm also going to get my linen thread. I forgot to get that. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Can you believe you think you have everything and you don't? No, you don't. Okay, so now I grabbed the mini dimensionals. I'm going to arrange this again. I want to see where I want, because I want that gold leaf or copper leaf to show up nicely. So I'm going to put my 2 dimensionals on right there. That side of it, I'm going to take the little tab on the back off. And let's line that up. A lot of this stamping is like just playing around with it. And I take time to do it. Okay, now hang on, I got to get a hole in that. I don't have my hole. So what did I use? I used a 16-inch circle punch. We don't sell these anymore, but you know, anything that you can punch a tiny circle in, because I use the linen thread. I'm going to cut a piece of that for you. Okay, so I just cut a piece so long. So I got my linen thread. I'm going to punch my hole in right, let's see, where do I want my hole? Over here? Yeah. Put my hole over there. Okay. So I'm going to put my thread through there. And so I got a piece. I don't know, how long is this? You want to know how long it is? It is about 6 inches long, not quite. And I'm going to tie a little knot in it. Okay, just like that. There. Okay, and I can cut that excess off later. So now we're going to put our ribbon around here, and this is the front of the box. It's got the tab on it. So let me tie it right here, and then I'm going to slip this through my little loop and my linen thread like that. Put my finger there. Okay, and now I'm going to tie it again. Tying is always a challenge for me. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay, and then I can cut that extra off. I'm going to get my other scissors here. I like my nice little paper shears to get dull. So I'm going to use this scissors, my all-purpose one. Just cut that off. Okay. And then we have it right there. Isn't that cute? And that's all there is to it. And you have a cute little gift treat box for somebody. I can pull that through so it's a little closer. Now remember how you take it off. You just slide it, and then you open up your treat box and have the yummy things inside. And then you can put it back on. Look at that. Oops, let me line it up so the box, yep, there it is. Perfect. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll list the products down below. And if you'd like to order anything, please use my host code. It is current until this Friday. So this Friday is going to be September 4th, okay? And then after that, I'll have a new host code, and you can always find the current host code at my website, and you click the button specials and it'll be right there, okay? And whenever you use my current host code, I send you a free gift. So happy stamping. If you have any questions, just leave a comment down below and let me know how you like the little treat box. Bye bye.